But Royce, bro, what up, man? What's up? What's good with you? What do you
What's up,
think?
bro?
Do you think everyone that's watching this understands like the privilege that this is showing? You know what I mean? The fact that people are storming the Capitol building and not getting shot up. Like, just give me your take on this. We just talked about Detroit. Kind of bring it back to DC, and what do you think when you see all of this stuff?
Yeah, I'll just keep it real short, man. I was outraged. I actually took a nap from the last room that you and I just did. I took a nap and I woke up and I felt like the white people had kind of took over. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never seen anything like this in my life. So I'm personally outraged, but I haven't had a chance to kind of like look at the way that everybody's feeling, like read comments and stuff like that. Hopefully everybody's as outraged as we are, but I've never seen anything like this in my life. I almost thought that it wasn't real. So anybody who is saying that they didn't think that Trump was a racist, or they were defending him in any sort of way, or civil rights were being doled out equally in this country for whatever reason, this is your proof.
And you feel like this outrages you because it shows that. You feel like this is outrageous because it shows the double standard that they're being held to. What specifically is outrageous?
It shows the double standard that they're being held to, but it also shows the mind frame that they're in, the entitlement. You know what I mean? Like, they're moving in a way that says, I know I can do this. This is like white power. You know what I mean?
This is white privilege.
It's being reciprocated. It's being reciprocated by law enforcement.
Yes, there has never been this kind of demonstration of white privilege, man. This is, man, listen. I'm from DC, yo. If we go up into that grass across the street from the White House, you getting shot, bruh.
Man, they showing cops taking selfies with these guys.
Yo, the cops open up the gates. They let them folks up in there, man. They already had it barricaded off. They open up the gates. Like, this couldn't be black people. This couldn't be us.
So this is 100% right. I think this is a beginning of something bigger than this, you know. And into this has been a great room right now. I'm glad I was invited up here. I've witnessed a lot of stuff in my career, and this foremost has been the most disturbing part. But I think this is just the beginning. I think it's going to be. I think this is just the start of something bigger than what I think, and we all need to be prepared.
Yeah,
I think we need to be prepared and take care of ourselves and be cautious where we going and where we not going. I've been seeing so much during our movement of George Floyd up until now, up to election, all this stuff, all the positive things we've been doing. And I've seen a lot of things that happen in a lot of these rural areas and these smaller areas, smaller towns and stuff. You know, if y'all not taking notes of what's going on throughout our whole country right now, I think this is definitely a staple. But also, I mean, it is scary. I'm telling you, I am kind of nervous. I'm prepared, but I'm nervous because we got family. We want all, and there's no way you can be able to protect everybody. It just is. But we have to we have to be on our toes right now. Seriously, we have to be ready for what's going to happen. I think it's going to be something drastic to happen, and I'm just letting y'all know right now. This is just the beginning, so be prepared.
But I think in the grand scheme, they're small in number.
No, I'm not surprised, y'all. But I lived in DC for 7.5 years. If you have not spent a lot of time in DC, I can't. This is so incredibly you cannot walk around the streets in DC without heavy security all over the place, just doing regular stuff. The idea that people were able to storm the Capitol, the United States. I heard earlier someone was talking about like there's other capitals, and this is the United States Capitol, where there was an active session with every member of Congress in the building. Yo, we have to have Karen levels of outrage about what we're watching right now. Like,
I seen windows breaking. I seen windows breaking.
We gotta have we gotta be on full. This is an unbelievable. And then there's gonna be people gonna be trying to compare this to other activity, and we need to be prepared very quickly. There is nothing that even gets close to what we're witnessing here at all.
So let me ask you this question. Can I ask one question? No, Mayor Bowser is not responsible for the federal police, the Capitol Police. Like they have their own entity.
In terms of the Proud Boys and all the demonstrators that are there right now, the rules were laxed for them and their protests, and there definitely was a double standard for this particular protest as opposed to other protests that happened throughout the pandemic.
No, bro, that's not true. Capitol Police. So I literally spoke to her communications director, or someone in her communications director's office. I'm not gonna say that part, but listen, they have been in a communication with Capitol Police, with federal police, like, yo, this is what we're hearing, this is what we're seeing, quote unquote. Capitol Police, federal police decided to go another route, and I'll just leave it at that. And y'all can draw your own conclusions. One question I do want to ask everybody up here is like, I'm interested in hearing what you all think other white people are thinking as they're seeing this. Because I'm of the belief that, and again, like I lived through fucking white supremacist attacks coming to my city. In the grand scheme of things, these are a small number of motherfuckers. Like, I know it may seem like it's crazy, and we may think that, yo, it's like millions and millions of them, but the people who will do this kind of shit, they're a small number. But I'm really interested in hearing what y'all think other white people think about this right now.
I honestly think they probably think it's too much. And the reason why I feel like this is because America it functions for a very economic reason. America functions for there's never been a war that America's never gone to war without the support of corporate America. We keep bringing up corporate America. We keep throwing things around. Stuff like this is potentially so destabilizing to America at its core that there's a possibility the Black Lives Matter stuff, that's an annoyance to them. They're going to put out statements. They're going to sponsor a couple of athletes, and then everything's going to go back to normal because they don't really fear anything actually changing because of that. They don't. Unfortunately, they act like they will for a couple of weeks, but they don't. Something like this, though, you'll probably see Trump dealt with faster because there are people sitting back there going, I want to get on my yacht next week. I want the economy to get back online. I want all of this stuff to happen. And this is too much. Like, they look at the Capitol and all of these buildings as sacrosanct, shall I say, and they're feeling something probably right now, which is probably why you saw President Trump hint that he wanted this to happen for weeks. And then when it actually happened, there was probably somebody that got in his ear and said, hey, go out and tell them to stop. Like, this is going, like go out and tell them to stop. This is too much. Like, everybody's looking at, we don't know how this is going to play on the stock market. We don't know how this is going to play in terms of goods and services. We don't know if countries that we do business with outside of America are going to look at us as a country that's unstable. We don't know what's going to happen to the dollar.
He don't care about other countries, man.
I know he doesn't, but they do. And when I say they do, I mean the bottom line people, like in America, they care about
facts.
Right. So I think that if anything, this is as scary as it is and as alarming as it is, it probably was the best thing to happen if you really want Trumpism to die. Remember, like there's a book back there that I have. It's called Exercising Hitler. It's about the denazification of Germany. And the thing about the book is that you read about how Germany had to denazify itself and the lengths that they went to get the Nazis out of their system, but it was so that they could be a part of the world community. They realized that the Nazis had done things that were so poor and so horrible that unless they got rid of Nazism, they would never be able to sit at the world table again, right? So they went through their country and systemically destroyed all the Nazis, right? And re-educated there. We never did that here because we still get money with the guys who were in the Confederacy. But this movement right here, Trumpism, as it is akin to that, this will probably make people really look at anybody who supports President Trump in a different light if they're white, because this is probably too much for a lot of white America.